Merrillville High School's annual Track or Treat is an event where families, students, and staff come together for a night of costumes, candy, and fun. It's run by our athletic director, Ms. Beckham. She incorporates athletics and school extracurriculars to pass out candy to the youth of Merrillville.
So Ms. Q came up with this idea and her group to offer something to our community. I live within our community, and we have a lot of places without sidewalks, and they can't really safely trick-or-treat in some communities in Merrillville. So the athletes came up, and they provide all the candy, and we get donations to keep making sure that everyone gets enough candy before they leave here. So it's just a fun activity, and it's something to show kids that they got to give back to their community. I look forward to this because of all the little kids that look so happy and they look so cute, and actually it's kind of fun to see our athletes having fun and dressed up in a way that we don't get to see them. You know, we don't get to see them go out trick-or-treating, so it's kind of fun to see their outfits they come up with, and it's just a great event. I'm going to guess that tonight might be one of our largest attended events. Now, the weather has really helped, but I think it's going to be, we'll find that out later, but I do believe we're going to have a record crowd this night.
Students are excited to be here with the teams and organizations of our school.
I'm with the cheer team.
Today I'm here with baseball,
Merrillville High School Choir, and Voices of Reason, and I'm subbing for the ROTC sponsors.
I'm with the wrestling team.
I'm Coach Cease, and I'm the football coach here at Merrillville.
I'm here with gymnastics.
I'm here with girls basketball.
There are a variety of creative and amusing costumes here tonight worn by our students and staff.
I'm dressed up as Cosmo right now, and I chose it because me and my friend wanted to do matching costumes this year, so we chose Wanda and Cosmo.
I'm dressed up as a sumo wrestler, and the reason I dressed up as it, I don't know, I found it funny, so I wanted to get it.
Ursula the Sea Witch. Ariel has moved on to bigger and better things, so I'm looking for a new protege. So I'm testing out some voices of some promising young ones walking through the line and asking them to sing for me so I can keep an eye on them for future use in our program.
I'm Elastigirl, and honestly, this wasn't planned. I just found something out of my mom's closet.
We just had practice, so I'm dressed up as a football coach.
I'm dressed up as Corella DeVille, and that's because I don't like when they come as just anything because we don't look uniform as a group. So I feel like I give her for sure. So then they wanted to wear onesies, so they all got Dalmatian onesies.
I'm a jailbird, and cause some crimes have been committed.
Although Track or Treat is a fun event, it's still an important event for our school as well.
I think it's important because we're here for the kids, passing out candy, and the money that we raise is going to a good cause.
I think it's important because it's just showing how we are and our pirate spirit to the young ones, you know, giving out to the young ones, showing the young ones love.
I think it's important for all of our students to realize that there are organizations that need our help, like Special Olympics. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity to have some fun, dress up, see some wonderful kids in costume, and make sure we're raising some money for a great cause.
I think it's nice. I think we need a lot more things to celebrate and bring us all together, especially for the little ones. I know they love candy.
This is a cool environment to bring your kids. It's safe, obviously it's lighted and all that. Plus, it gives a chance for a kid to get a lot of candy, and also, the money goes to a good cause going to the Special Olympics.
I think it's important to our school because it gives a sense of community and it gives the kids an opportunity to look up to the student athletes and other students and organizations that they can look forward to when they get to high school.
I think it's important because it keeps the community together. It gives us a reason to always gather. Holidays are always a good thing to gather around. It's real good. Like just being an influence on the community is beneficial to anybody and everybody. So I think we should continue to do stuff like this.
MHS's Track or Treat is a Merrillville night for our community. We hope everyone had a wonderful time in our night of Halloween fun and community spirit. Until next year, signing off of PNN, I'm Marley Anderson. Meet Rosa, a talented student with a passion for floral artistry. With her vibrant flower bouquets, she not only brightens up spaces but also runs a thriving small business right from her home. Each bouquet is a reflection of her creativity and dedication, making her a standout among her peers.
I got into making flower bouquets because my TT thought that it would be a great way for me to make money. And I really like flowers, so I decided to do a deal for Valentine's Day, and I made a whole bunch of bouquets for people. It takes me approximately 2 to 3 days to create a flower bouquet, and I try to achieve the buyer's inspiration as best as I can. I normally make the bouquets for Valentine's Day, birthdays, and anniversaries, or any other special occasions. My prices range between $30 to $125. It all depends on the count of the flowers, or if you want a money bouquet with flowers or without flowers. You can also get add-ons including glitter, rhinestones, written notes, and etc. If you're ever interested in purchasing a flower bouquet, feel free to follow my Instagram at designbyro_. So of course you would need flowers for a flower bouquet. I use artificial flowers. You could also use ribbon flowers, or real flowers will work as well. I also use Korean wrapping paper, tape, scissors, ribbon, rubber bands, and a hot glue gun.
Let's take a listen at how Rosa's younger siblings feel about her having a bouquet business.
I feel like my sister having the flower business is good because if I ever want to get something for my girlfriend, I could just go downstairs and just get it.
I feel like it's a great way for her to make extra money, and it's also good because she has extra money to buy me things.
No, I don't usually help when she be making the flower bouquets because she like to work alone.
No, I don't help her make flowers because she always wants something done very specific, and I don't match her requirements.
Rosa's ambition and artistic flair inspire her classmates and show that with creativity and hard work, anyone can turn their passion into a success. As she continues to grow for her business, there's no doubt she'll keep blooming and inspiring others along the way. Signing out of PNN, I'm Jamila Morgan.
Have you ever thought of what a teacher might have done before they were a teacher? Maybe they were a coach, a cook, or even played basketball. Well, how about MMA?
Unanimous decision.
Before his claim to fame as a freshman math teacher, Mr. Froof was a professional MMA fighter.
So out of high school, I planned on playing football in college, but it didn't work out. So I decided to try a career with mixed martial arts. I had a wrestling background, and I knew some guys that I wrestled with in high school were doing well with it, so I gave it a shot and fell in love with it.
Not too long ago, rose in the state of Indiana as one of the most proclaimed MMA fighters in the underground scene.
Here with Team Cologne. The one-on-one, whoever prepared more, whoever comes out there ready to go, wins the fight. I take what comes to me. If I see the takedown, I'm going to take the takedown.
When I'm in a full-on fight camp, depending on the time of year, it's, wake up, get a workout in around 5:30, 6 a.m., shower up, get to work, finish the school day. If I was in wrestling season, it was go to wrestling practice. And then after all that, then I would do my main practice of the day where I would train at, usually 6 or 7 p.m. for about 2 more hours on top of that. Weekends, same thing, get the training in and, put some extra work in, maybe some road miles, things like that. If I could give my younger self some advice, I would definitely make some changes. Not so much about, training, just as much as like, just some lifestyle changes. I would have put some things off and focus more on, spending my youth and getting better and giving myself a better shot to make it further in the sport. Hang out with friends and spend time with family, do a lot of that. At the same time, I was also trying to continue my fight career. I wish I would have just focused more on my fight career earlier, and hopefully would have made it further.
Excelling as an MMA fighter is a very impressive achievement. The dedication, discipline, and the rigorous training is required in a field, especially in an occupation like that. Mr. Froof is currently not retired with 9 wins and 6 losses. As he continued to focus on being a teacher here at MHS. Hopefully, Mr. Fruth has a great year. Signing out for PNN, I'm Antonio Knott.
Meet Joelle Thomas, a talented entrepreneur who's turning her passion for baking into a thriving business. With flair for creating delicious treats, she's not only satisfying sweet cravings, but also inspiring her peers to follow their entrepreneurial dreams.
Some of my most popular items, I would say, are the brownies, the banana pudding, and my mini love cakes. The cakes are pretty popular because you can be very versatile with them. You don't have to just stick to one flavor or one design. You could do multiple different things, and that's what people like. The banana pudding, it's banana pudding. they really like the banana pudding. And my brownies, I do different types of brownies. I do like fudge or just regular extra chocolate chunk, and they really like my brownies. I don't know what makes them so special. Maybe it's because it's made with love, but they really like the brownies.
All right, so what I like about Joelle cakes the most is like the Oreo cakes, how moist they are, how they taste, how sweet they are, and yeah.
I haven't tried all of them, but I have tried most of them. My personal favorite of Joelle's snacks will probably be the Oreo cake. Either that one or the brownie. I love both of those. I got several of those actually. So yeah, those two are definitely my favorite.
What inspired me to start baking and selling treats was at the time I had a lot going on with basketball and just moving to Merrillville, so it was hard to get a job. So my mom, she pushed me to sell treats at school. So I started selling at school, and it became a hobby on the side, and I just made a business out of it.
I first heard about Joelle's baking business, I think last year. I was in the cafeteria and I saw her walking around and she was giving people snacks, and I was wondering, like, what is she doing? So I went up to her and I asked. She said that she was selling snacks, so I had to try one, and ever since then I haven't gone back.
When I first found out about Joelle's baking business, it was in the cafeteria. She was selling her treats, and I asked her what it was, and then that's when she told me, and then that's when I bought one, and I've just been buying ever since.
Balancing my business and extracurricular activities with the social life is kind of hard, but over the weekends I try to prep for what I know I'm going to bake throughout the week, so I prep extra stuff. I always bake after practice, go home, get cleaned up, then I get straight to baking. I never really have that much homework, but if I do homework, my mom does not allow me to bake until I'm done with my homework.
All right, the thing I love most about Joelle's treats is that they're very sustainable. She really don't charge that much for them, I'm gonna be honest. They're really good. I even let my mom try. She says she loves it too. But yeah, they sustain me for a couple hours. So.
All right, so how about try the variety of her things? Yes, I've actually tried all of them. My favorite thing is the Oreo cakes, the best one. Everybody go buy. Support the beautiful black business.
Some challenges I face as a young entrepreneur would be to stay motivated and really get in my business from square one to where it's at right now. And a lot of haters. I just always block the haters out because a lot of people aren't doing what I'm doing and couldn't handle all the stress that I go through with being a student athlete and having a business on the side. It's a lot of stress. But I pray over my business and I listen to all the good feedback from everyone.
Joelle's journey is a testament to the power of passion and creativity, proving that with hard work, anyone can turn their dreams into a reality. As she continues to whip up delicious treats, we can't wait to see where her entrepreneurial spirit takes her next. Signing off for PNN, I'm DeMarco Easter.
Many students at MHS have many skills and talents. For Paul Washington, he just started cutting hair over the summer at age 16. But even though he's new to it, he has already become really good at what he does. Paul will discuss how he discovered his talent and how he balances school with his new passion for cutting hair.
I first started cutting hair this summer. What inspired me was, I say my mom inspired me, and my barber, because she used to always tell me to practice on myself, but I used to be scared. But I think this summer I started practicing on myself, then I started cutting like my friends and then my family, then I just, The benefit of cutting is definitely being able to work on your own schedule. Like, you don't gotta clock in or clock out at a certain time. You know, you can make your own hours and like when you want to cut. So that's definitely the benefit of cutting hair. My favorite cuts is a low taper or a high taper, but I say definitely high taper is what I'm best at, but I like low tapers too. Yeah, this is definitely something that I would take serious later on in life. You know, it's easy money, and like I said, it's your own schedule too. And it really don't take. It's not hard to get good at cutting hair. I'm not gonna lie.
Paul Washington balances his schoolwork and part-time job as a barber. His dedication to both shows his strong work ethic and time management skills. Signing off from PNN, I'm Tamara Hunter.
To everyone at Merrillville High School, Mr. Gazzillo is just your ordinary social studies teacher. But something you might have not known about him is that he has his very own model train station. The hobby of model trains have been around for over 100 years, and here at PNN, we want to put the spotlight on this hobby with MHS's very own Mr. Gazzillo.
I got my first train set in 2004. It was a Polar Express set from Lionel. And from there, I just kept gathering and collecting. And then maybe about 10 years ago, roughly 10 years ago, I started scratch building models. And, I've been able to build like buildings, built rail cars, train cars with the interiors inside, like little chairs and all the people sitting in there and stuff. So it's been about 20 years, I would say. I think I've always had an interest in trains. My parents really got me started with this from, it's called the I Love Toy Train series from Tom McComas. They were buying me those VHS tapes back in the early 90s. And they got them from Toys R Us of all places. And watching those videos, they were kids' videos, watching those really got me into trains. And then I also had Brio, the wooden trains. And I've always had an interest in trains, especially steam engines. All the mechanics and the moving parts are always really interesting to me, I guess. So I've always had, especially those movies. I eventually was able to get into an I Love Toy Train movie video. It's called Trains Are Cool, but that's now. But I've always had some interest in trains my whole life, I think.
With any model collection, there are definitely some tough or difficult things that come with it. Here's what Mr. Gazzillo had to say about what's tough or difficult about model trains.
The toughest thing about trains is, well, there's really two different things. One is the collecting side of it. Collecting is difficult. You have to know what you're looking for. You have to be able to spot the fakes and the repaints and stuff like that. There's a lot of homework you have to do, a lot of research, a lot of reading books you have to do to learn to know what you're looking for and getting to know people and, kind of bouncing, you find something that's kind of rare, you bounce something off of them and see. A lot of reproductions have been made, so trying to just sift through all that is one of the issues. When it comes to scratch building, it's just learning your technique, learning where to find little windows and stuff like that, things we don't really think about. I had a hard time, until I got a 3D printer, I had a hard time finding some stuff, and then you just learn your craft and practicing, cutting holes and stuff like that. And just learning that stuff, I think, is probably the hardest part of model building. It takes a lot of patience, takes a lot of, grit, you can say, especially when you want to come out with something nice. The first couple models I built didn't come out that great, at least nowadays, compared to stuff I'm building now. But it just takes practice and work and endurance, basically.
And here are some suggestions on how to start your own model train collection by Mr. Gazzillo.
I would start with the basic stuff. There's definitely, depends on kind of what you want to do, especially if you want to get the trains. Lionel offers, they're called starter sets. It gives you an oval of track, transformer, engine and cars and stuff like that. You start with that. It's stuff for under the Christmas tree. And you can kind of grow off of that, basically. just learning, getting to know people, going to train shows. Don't jump into the collection market right off. You have to kind of learn what you're doing. So start with the modern stuff that you know, and then you could start looking up stuff from the 1930s once you kind of learn that, and entry-level collector things, and really kind of find people that can help you with this. Don't just go on your own unknowingly, especially buying stuff on eBay. People put stuff on eBay all the time that isn't exactly correct, or it's a fake or something like that, and people get burned from buying it. So you really have to know what you're doing.
We appreciate Mr. Gazzillo for the interview and great insight on model trains. Hopefully, this will interest some of you to start your very own model train collection. Until next time, this is Alfonso Royal signing off for PNN.